Yo, what's going on, man? This is DJ Baez and my co-host Ed, and this is the Steagles podcast. This is episode number 6, week number 3, and today we're going to be talking about our recaps on week number 2. We're going to be giving you guys our predictions on week number 3, and we're also going to be telling you guys who are our first 2 Steagles Hall of Fame inductees. You already know what time it is. This is the Steagles podcast where we talk about
all Steelers,
all Eagles, all NFL. First, I want to start off by talking about our Steagles Hall of Fame inductees, and we have, I believe we've decided, I would say mine, you can say yours. I think for the Eagles, the first one, it's going to be Reggie White.
Right.
Just drop it right there. It's going to be Reggie White. I feel like that was the one that got support from the people that I seen, and that's probably the one that I agree with the most. Who is the inductee for the Steelers, for the Steagles Hall of Fame?
That will be Mean Joe Green.
I thought it was going to go there.
You already know.
I thought it was going to go there. How'd you feel? How you feel about my pick? I mean, obviously we knew this previously before we started recording, but how do you feel about?
I agree.
Reggie White.
Not necessarily my favorite Eagles player of all times. That would be Brian Dawkins, but Reggie White, I understand that is considered the best player to ever play for the Eagles. Yeah. It was just a monster and just legendary football player.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like if he don't get traded, and I said this previously in other podcasts, if he doesn't get traded, we're definitely talking about him holding like the highest of stats or records, whatever you want to name it, for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? It's on the defensive end. But that's what we got. That's who we're going with. It's going to be Mean Green and Mr. Reggie White. All right, so that's who's going to go up first, and we're going to put up pictures of the board once we get it situated. But those are going to be our first 2 inductees.
So you can start thinking about who will be the next 2 for the Eagles and the Steelers. So we probably have a few discussions on that, and we would like to know who you think is the next player who should be inducted in the Steagles Hall of Fame for the Eagles and the Steelers.
Correct. Yeah, so we're going to be posting that, and obviously you won't be able to vote for the 2 that are right now, so that'll add another person to the 5 that we had. So there was 4 now. We're going to add 1 more, and we're going to put that list out for each team, and then you guys will be able to vote again. And
if anybody thinks that these 2 should not be the first, or you have other options, we can have a debate on that too, and you can express why you will think another person will be more a better candidate for that.
Of course, and we can have that debate right here, right in the podcast,
right here.
All right, so y'all can't run. So with that being said, I think we're gonna move on to our week number 2 recap. Obviously, I'm gonna start off with the Eagles Vikings because, like I said on the last episode, I was lucky enough to watch that before we recorded, and in my opinion, I feel like we still have a lot of work to do, but we walked away with another win, and I feel like, to me, that's a positive sign as far as we're still winning and we're not clicking on all cylinders. We're not all on the same page yet. So, how do you feel about the Eagles and their 2-0 start?
I agree. A win is a win. That's the first thing. You want to always be on that side.
Of course.
So if you don't lose, that means that at least you're doing some things right. So I feel like the Eagles are going to be in good shape. The season just started, so nobody is where they're supposed to be.
Where they're going to be, correct.
And as long as you don't have like devastating injuries early, you should be back. You should be on track. As long as you don't have any injuries like that can ruin your season.
And the sad thing is that we do have some injuries. Avonte Maddox might be out for a while. Bradbury was dinged up a little bit. Gainwell had a rib issue. Who else? We had a couple injuries, so I was a little worried. But
I'm sorry. What I meant was like in key or your best players.
Oh yeah,
your best players are injured.
Like Hurts, Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson. We lose players like that.
Like with the Jets. If something like that happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be early, it could be the middle of the season, but that's devastating, and you're not gonna recover from that.
Yeah.
But the Eagles are not in that situation, so I think they're in a good shape, and we'll see.
Yeah. So, again, my recap, my what I got out of all this is that Eagles still need to get better, and we got a lot of work on, but we're headed in the right direction.
So, what do you think is gonna happen with that running game? Who's gonna be the future back?
That's not even a question. Swift.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Gainwell comes back. He's the number 2. Boston Scott there. I don't know what's going on with Penny, man. I haven't seen any action from him, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I definitely think it's Swift, man. When you go off for 20, I think it was 20-something rushes, 170-something yards.
The yardage was impressive.
Yeah, I think that solidified him as the number one.
I think that it's a good problem if you have a lot of players that that you can, if you have competition.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the case with them. So, yeah, good for you guys.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, yesterday your boys played, man. You had Cleveland and you had Pittsburgh going head to head, divisional matchup. Pittsburgh coming off of that loss last week, and then you got to the 49ers, I should say.
Yep.
And then you got Cleveland coming off a win versus the Bengals last week.
Right.
Now these two match up. I gotta say, it was an ugly game. It was an ugly game.
No, it was a bad game for both teams. The Steelers won, but they won the game because
Defense
the Ravens gave it to them. I'm sorry, the Ravens, freaking Ravens. The Browns gave it to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really disappointing that you play a team like the Browns, that they are just giving you the game away, and you basically cannot do what you're supposed to do, and the defense saved your ass. Back to back, and the offense seems like they cannot do anything.
They were struggling to get first down, dude. They were like 3 and out. Like, they were struggling to get a first down. Like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you got all this talent. When I seen your running back go, Harris, right? When I seen him go, I was a little worried because he just, like, I felt like nothing was happening. Warren looked good, though. Your other running back.
Right.
Warren looked pretty good. I felt like as a receiver and a running back, he was doing okay. But I don't know, man. I feel like.
But here's the thing. When he is the best weapon or the most productive player on your team,
that's a problem.
That's a problem.
With all the other pieces around. And you guys don't have Deontay Johnson. So I will say that's a good piece on that offense that I feel like helps space that field. So you guys didn't have him last game.
Right. I don't trust him. It's not a player that I think that is great for us. But yes, he will definitely help.
Yeah,
but Harris, I don't know what happened to him. He's not as explosive as he was. He had a few runs, but once again, play calling is so bad. And I know everybody keeps talking about this. I don't know what. Nothing is being done. But just these, they gotta stop with this reverse, man. They do these plays like out of nowhere. It's just bad timing. You think you're playing with like a semi-pro team or something like that. As long as you do your job, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not gonna be able to complete those plays. So it's just like honestly embarrassing. So Deshaun Watson had a horrible game. Didn't he had 3 turnovers? And they still almost win the game. So not a lot of positive things to say. Didn't you mention that passer rating for
I did for Kenny Pickett was a 19, the lowest.
Yeah, not a lot of positive things to say. Anything else that you have to add to
all I can say is a dub is a dub is a dub. You guys are at least 500 now, which is what's expected. I'm expecting you to go 9-8 this season.
Bro, I almost forgot we won the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it wasn't a convincing win. It wasn't like you was like, hell yeah, we won. It was like, damn, we got lucky.
A struggle. It was
like we got lucky. We got that play at the end. Yeah,
that's what it says here. Yeah, lucky. Yeah, we didn't win because we played decent. We just got lucky. And once again, the Browns, after beating the Bengals the first week,
defensively they look crazy. They look really good.
Oh yeah. But losing Chubb, that's
talking about
it's
that.
over.
We might as well just go right into the injury, man.
It's over. It's over for them.
Career, or you think his career's over? Or he come back from that?
I mean, hard to say. I don't think that he's gonna come back 100%. And if he comes back, it's too late for him. For running backs, you know how it is.
Yeah,
2-3 years.
And that kind of injury scare. Oh.
You could be Barkley. You know what I'm saying? You could be anybody. And 2-3 years, they're done with you. And that injury wasn't the same knee that he hurt in college.
Yeah, I believe that's what I heard. It was the same knee.
Sad.
I feel bad for him, man.
You never want to see that.
I don't.
For anybody. You know what I'm saying? But
you see, Rodgers went down, Chubb went down. I hate to see that, man.
Crazy.
Those are big names in the NFL that draw attention. They draw viewership and stuff. And
we talk about them during the offseason. We're talking about them.
Yeah,
that's how big they are.
Yeah.
And the Browns, it's over for them. Deshaun, after giving them, I don't know how many, $200 million,
they're looking real dumb right now.
three
Real
first round draft or something like that.
Yeah.
Some crazy, and he's not looking like he deserves to be a starter.
So speaking about deserving to be a starter, let's keep it in your division. There was another game this week, Ravens-Bengals. It ended up 27-24. Ravens walk away and win by 3. They're now 2-0. Bengals are 0-2.
By the way, who do you go for that? Who do you pick for that game?
For that game, I think I picked the Bengals, didn't I?
Yes, I'm pretty sure you picked the Bengals.
I picked the Bengals because I didn't want to see the Ravens win.
Oh,
That's why. That's why I picked the Bengals.
Okay.
It wasn't. It had nothing to do with Joe Burrow or anything like that. I just didn't want to see the Ravens because you're gonna say I'm Joe Burrow's #1 fan. I'm not.
I was gonna say, yeah, I knew that the Ravens. Once again, unfortunately, strictly business.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything positive about the Ravens or their fans or anybody like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew the Ravens were gonna take care of business. I know the Bengals are fake, and I know Joe Burrow is not, like people want to make it seem like he is. He's a good quarterback, but he hasn't done anything for you to crown him as the best.
Yeah.
So he's not. And then the Ravens, I don't think that they look great, but 2-0 in the division.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Beat the Bengals, right? And
they're leading the division right now. They're -- 1.
right. And Bengals 0-2 start. That's gonna be back because that division is gonna beat each other. So so not looking good for them.
It's not. It's definitely not. Talk about bounce back. You had Josh Allen put up 38 on the Raiders, 38-10 after having that horrible game versus the Jets.
Right.
This is what you get with Josh Allen. Do you agree? You get that turnover game, and then you got the games where he's throwing for over 80% and throwing for 3 touchdowns and 300 yards.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
And that's why I picked them to win the game, because a meaningless game, he gonna show up, and the Bills are gonna win. Meaningless game.
You know what? That's a hell of a point.
Meaningless game.
Divisional game. He's a lot of pressure
against the Raiders, and we talked about this. Like, yeah, Adams, and
this game doesn't really mean much. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And still, unfortunately, they don't have a lot, but. The Bills, they don't have a lot either, though. Like I said, Raiders, Bills, Jets, same level.
Damn, that's horrible, man. I even put it there.
Same level.
You put Garoppolo and Allen in the same category.
We'll see. See about next week.
The opening game for the season was the Super Bowl champs versus the Lions.
Chiefs.
The Lions went ahead and handled their business
and
won that game. But then the Lions pull up and have to play the Seahawks, and it looks like the Seahawks took care of this one. But I wouldn't say that they took care of the whole game, because I remember that score going back and forth.
They were losing. I think they were losing, right, at first.
Yeah, they were losing. And then I think they came back and ended up winning the game.
And the Seahawks came from losing to the Rams, right, the first week?
No, they lost the first week. Oh, wait, no. They still lost. They lost the first week, but I think the Rams came in and won that. Right.
So the Seahawks lost to the Rams, and then they come back and beat the Lions, who a lot of people were saying like they were gonna do big things this year.
Excuse me. Correct. So the Lions, boom, they drop it to the Seahawks. I wasn't expecting that one. I thought it was gonna be a competitive game. I didn't think they were gonna lose it. Texans lose to the Colts. Boring ass game, 31-20. Don't really care to talk about that. But Anthony Richardson did get a concussion in that game. Next up, we got Chiefs, Jaguars. Chiefs put up 17 and hold the Jaguars to 9. That was a crazy game. I feel like the Jaguars had plenty of chances to score, and they just didn't take advantage of the red zone opportunities. So I don't know what else you can say, but I feel like the Jaguars shouldn't be too upset on the loss, because they knew they had the opportunities and they could have beat this team. They just didn't. They didn't close the deal. Buccaneers, Bears. Bears are the worst team in the league. Not surprised. Bears suck. I don't know why I picked the Bears as a dark horse. Remember, I picked them to be a wild card. I feel so stupid now. They're 0-2. The damn quarterback can't throw the ball. He hasn't improved a little bit. This is horrible. Bucks, Baker Mayfield. We see y'all next week. We're gonna talk about that prediction here shortly. But Yeah, I don't know.
The Bears are bad all everywhere you look at.
Yeah.
Like they don't have anything or anybody.
I don't
Like the Cardinals.
I don't get it. Chargers Titans. I picked the Titans on this one, I believe.
Yeah, I picked the Chargers thinking like
Bounce
Herbert
back.
was gonna at some point do something because
Herbert just got paid, buddy. He's 0-2. Joe Burrow just got paid, buddy. He's 0-2.
No, but Joe Burrow is different. He's proven that he can win.
Well, he's been to a Super Bowl. You're right.
Joe Burrow, I talk about him, but he's a good player. Herbert is a good player and he's talented, but he cannot win, bro. Yeah. So that's why I picked them even to make the wild card because at some point he has to show up, and their offense is pretty decent.
Yeah,
they got a lot of playmakers. So, but once again, losing to the Titans.
Yeah, that's not right.
Come on,
they won. They did their thing. So. Then you got Giants Cardinals, which was a horrible game. I could care less for. The Cardinals are whooping that butt the whole time to the Giants, and then the Giants end up coming back. To me, this smelled more like, hey, we're doing really good. We need to stop right now because we're trying to get a good draft pick, and we need to lose this game. That's what I feel like happened here, and they let the Giants come back and win.
The Giants and the Cardinals was like yesterday's game. It was just like two teams that are not good.
Yeah. Like I could care less for that game. Niners, Rams were hanging on there. Niners closed the deal. They're 2-0.
So apparently the Rams, once again, they might be decent.
They're going to be a solid team. I don't know if they're going to be they're definitely not a divisional winner, but they're not going to win their division. But they could slide in as that last.
Really was not expecting them to like have a decent year.
Obviously, this game I was hoping Cowboys lost, but Cowboys and Jets, 30-10.
Jets, yeah,
30-10, bro.
It's over for them.
That's wild. 30-10. I can't believe it. Like, I thought maybe the Jets would put up a little bit more than 10. I mean, I understand you got Zach Wilson back there, and I understand you got arguably the best defense out there as well going versus Zach Wilson. So, I mean, I didn't expect too much, but I don't know. I was expecting the Jets defense to do a little bit more than giving up 30.
Come on, man. No.
Because those were all offensive points. None of that was on the defense.
Like the Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers, they had 2 defensive touchdowns.
That's wild. Hey, but I'll take that all day. You got Commanders, Broncos, another game I could care less for, but 35-33, Commanders walk away with the win. Russell Wilson is now 0-2. I think Russell Wilson is out of there soon. I honestly think so. I don't think he lasts. I think Sean Payton's like, this is my team. They hired me, and I didn't bring you here. Wow. You were already here. So
that's the definition of falling off.
He
fell off. If that happens, Russell.
Who fell off? Are we talking about the Patriots?
Not Joe. Chill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Focus.
No, I mean that's it was right here. I'm focusing on my screen. What's on my screen right now? It says clearly says Dolphins 24, Patriots 17. What happened there?
Oh man,
this is an open invitation, Kev. I'm telling you right now, this is open invitation. Anytime, bro. We're gonna have to get you back up on here, and we'll recap the game that you played. Because if you would have came today, you could sit here and explain to me what happened here in this game. I would love to hear the reason you have.
Sad. I told you.
0-2, man.
Sad looking out there.
0-2.
They need some help. They need some milk.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but good luck to the Patriots, buddy.
Yep. Who do they play next week? Next week they play the Jets.
They play the Jets next week.
Like
They might get a win. Unless a divisional game. You know the Jets get up for divisional games.
Right. They're gonna go hard.
You see what they did to the Bills, with no Aaron Rodgers. So.
Now, what's up with the Dolphins though? You think they're for real?
I think the Dolphins are solid. I think Tua, healthy Tua, with those 2 weapons, it's scary.
At the beginning of the year, I didn't want to say anything or hate on them because
injury and
situation. But now he won and he's looking good. So
we can talk shit.
Yeah, we can talk some.
Yeah.
The Tua and Hill combination is scary. I know the first game they had a pass on the right side, the touchdown pass, perfect precision, and the laid hands out for the Hill. It was a beauty though. And the other weapons on offense, the defense looking good.
Yeah,
I don't trust, because of lack of experience. I think they're a young team and they haven't been in big time situations. So I don't expect for them to do big things in the playoffs, but they're a dangerous team.
Yeah. Another team here, Saints Panthers. Saints move on to 2-0. Derek Carr looking good out there, man. Mad respects to him. He just needed a fresh start, and he's making the best out of it. And that is the games for last week, guys. So you know, I guess that it is what it is. You know, there was a couple of good games, but I wasn't. I want more thrillers. All right. And talking about thrillers, let's see what thrillers we have for week number 3. And I'm getting very upset right now because I don't see any thrillers. Let's go from the top.
Some good games. Oh, look at this. Giants 49ers. I can't wait for that.
Bro,
I can't wait for that.
You see the Cowboys put up 40 on them. What you think the Niners about to do? You think the Niners going to have a better game or a worse game?
I'm thinking about picking the Giants, though. Ralphie, what's up? Ralphie, stand up. Come on, bro.
Hey, yo, bro.
That's a comeback.
No, let's be honest.
Danny Dimes?
That was also Arizona. Okay? That was also Arizona.
A win is a win. Come on, a win is a win.
You're right. A win is a win.
Yo,
but
oh, my God.
They're not doing that to the 40. The 49ers are not walking out 2-1 because of the Giants. I'll tell you that right now, buddy.
What?
Put it on paper. I'll sign it off right now if I need to. No, but for real, though.
I'm going with the Niners.
Yeah, me too. Good pick.
So what's up?
Then you got Colts Ravens. Could care less for that. I don't know if Anthony Richardson is going to play because he had the concussion. So I think Ravens going to win that.
Yeah, Ravens.
So we got Niners 3-0. We got Ravens 3-0. You got Titans Browns. I think Browns bounce back.
This is the first time that I'm gonna pick the Titans to win anything ever. This is the first time I'm picking them to win anything, bro. Okay. For real. Because after watching the Browns, and I'm not saying that because the roster looks decent. It's just like it don't look like they want to win. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like from the start. Titan dropping the first pass of the game. That's why they got an interception for touchdown. It wasn't a great play by the defense. It was they messed up. They gave us the game the whole time. They kept giving us the game and game. So it's looking bad for the Browns, and especially the decision of quarterback and all the money and the draft picks. Like you said, like on another episode, desperate.
Yeah, that's what they did. They were desperate, man. That when you put up that kind of money and that type of guaranteed money, you desperate.
I was like,
the next game is Falcons Lions. Falcons are 2-0. Lions are 1-1. There's a little storyline going on here. The top 2 running backs that were taken in the top 10 picks, if I'm not mistaken, was Bijan Robinson and Gibbs, right? So those 2 guys will be facing off here at that game. That'll be something we should look at to see who performs better.
I guess 2 upcoming teams though. 2 teams that have expectations and they're looking better than some people expected.
More so the Lions, I would say, but the Falcons are looking. They're looking okay. They're looking good.
Their running game. It's not just one running back. I think they have a few runners that can really make some play. Damage. So interesting there.
Yeah. Next game.
I'm gonna go with the Lions.
You going with the Lions? I'm going with the Falcons. They're gonna go 3-0. Bird gang. All right. So next one we got the Saints and the Packers. The Saints are 2-0. The Packers are 1-1.
What's up?
Hold on. Did you see Jordan Love that last game where he hiked? He didn't hike the ball. He thought the ball got hiked and he just ran right into the offensive player and they called offsides at the end of the game. I think that's part of the reason why they lost this game too. Wow. The Packers game.
He looking stupid out there.
He looked stupid. If there was
Mark Sanchez stuff.
Mark Sanchez stuff, basically. But except he didn't fumble the ball. He just literally was offside. He was offside. It was horrible. But
dang, I was about to pick them, but
yeah, I don't know. The Saints, Derek Carr, bro. I would pick Derek Carr over Jordan Love. If you put those 2 quarterbacks in front of me right now, I'm gonna take Derek Carr.
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Okay. We're gonna rewind this next week.
We don't have to. Right here.
Texans, Jaguars. Texans 0-2. Jags 1-1. I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Texans, they're not going to win now.
Dolphins 2-0 versus Broncos 0-2. I'm taking the Dolphins, man. I think it's going to be a rough start for Colorado, man. Denver Broncos.
They were saying that the defense is good. What happened, though? Huh?
They were saying that. I don't know what's going on, bro. I really don't.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins, bro. This just sucks.
I don't think Broncos. I mean, I think they have one solid cornerback that might stop one of the 2, but they don't have enough people to stop both of them, bro. It's not happening. I'm taking Dolphins, and I'm probably taking Dolphins by a good margin. Chargers 0-2 versus Vikings 0-2. 2 playoff teams last year, wasn't it? 2 playoff teams. They're 0-2. Who will get their first win? Chargers or Vikings?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
I think this might be the game where the Vikings take their first win. I think that this is it. I think this game, Kirk Cousins gets fed up, puts on the chains, on the airplane, maybe one of these, but yeah, no.
And
I
the
think
shades, right?
Yeah, I think the Vikings might bounce back here. Ooh, I want to see this game so much. I really do. Patriots and Jets. I don't know why, but I want to watch this game. I feel like, to me, this division, it's a divisional game.
You don't like this.
It's a divisional game, and they're both. Patriots are 0-2. The Jets are 1-1. The Jets are trying to hang on and do what they can for their season, and the Patriots are just looking lost right now. But Patriots Jets, I'm looking forward to that. I'm taking the Jets. I'm sorry.
I'm going with the Patriots. Kevin, I got you, Kevin.
Yeah, and then next week I'm gonna say, yo, Kevin, yo, Ed.
Kevin, I got you.
I told y'all so,
bro. You think Zach Wilson is gonna do something? His teammates don't like him, bro.
It's not Zach Wilson. It's the defense.
Come on, man. Come on. They got to score. They got to score points. Who's going to score points?
Hey, Mac Jones is not Dak Prescott, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Anyways.
If you had to pick Mac Jones or Dak Prescott, who you taking?
Dang.
I just put him on the spot. Who you taking, man? Answer my question. Who you taking? I'll put you on the spot. Who you taking? If you put Dak Prescott on the Patriots right now, you think they'll do better?
I don't trust him though. I'm going with mac and cheese.
All right, mac and cheese it is. Mac and cheese it is, bro.
Mac Jones.
All right. You got the Bills and the Commanders.
You see, Kevin? You see? I got you, bro.
Hey,
I got you.
Don't let that loyalty, man, be the death for you, bro. Because you're gonna be upset.
I don't trust him. Dak is like he can.
I don't trust him either, but
and then he can just
at least
two interceptions in the playoffs.
I don't trust him either, but at least Dak has had back-to-back 12-5 seasons and made the playoffs.
Yeah, but like having good record,
make the playoffs.
Having a good record, making the playoffs.
It's more
with good teams, and then not winning when it matters.
It's okay, but I'd rather make the playoffs and have a good record than not make the playoffs.
I'd rather win.
And have an average record. Would you? All right, put it this way: would you rather have been the Steelers last year at 9-8, or would you rather have been 12-5 and lost in the divisional to the Niners?
I don't care. For me, it's the same thing.
Or not the divisional. Sorry, yeah, it was divisional because they Cowboys beat Tampa Bay.
You make the playoffs and then you lose, and any game other than the Super Bowl, it still sucks. But if you lose in the playoffs other than the Super Bowl, it's like it sucks. The same. Yeah. For me, it sucks the same. It sucks more because I was like with the expectation of something good was gonna happen, and then I end up like, dang, forget this.
All right, you making a valid point there. Bills, Commanders 2-0. Bills 1-1. Commanders are looking all right, man. If you haven't heard of Sam Howell, you better look him up. All right, that man is serious. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know how serious. I haven't watched the games. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched that game, but they're 2-0, so they got it. He has to be doing something. They're 2-0 versus the Bills, who had one horrible game and a really good game after. I don't know what Josh Allen you will get this game, but it is away for Josh Allen, so we'll see. Who do you got? Bills or Commander?
So the Bills won last week, so that means that everybody's gonna start saying that Josh Allen is gonna be MVP.
Yeah.
So that means that this next game is gonna be an important game because they're gonna start talking about him, and they're playing the 2-0 Commanders. So big game. That means that he's not gonna show up. He's gonna throw 2 interceptions, and he's gonna be fighting with Diggs at some point. Commanders are gonna win.
All right.
I never picked the Commanders ever. Yeah,
I think the Commanders might take it too. Honestly, I told you this earlier. The Commanders are going to replace the Giants in the playoffs from last year. You know how the Giants were that one team that we were like, oh, they made the playoffs. Right. We were like, I don't think they're going to go far, but they made the playoffs. I think that this year it's going to be the Commanders. Next game, Panthers, Seahawks. Not a game I care for much. I would say Seahawks though.
Seahawks.
Next game we got Cowboys, Cardinals.
Wow, sad.
And this is crazy. The Cowboys are going to win this game by a crazy score, and they're gonna say that they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
The Cardinals are so bad that you actually gonna pick the Cowboys. You actually said that.
Yeah, but what I even put that
you're not gonna be able to sleep
that already.
tonight.
Yeah, I can sleep. I can sleep because I know it was the Cardinals. I know that they no matter if they win that game by less than 2 touchdowns, I'm gonna laugh. They better win convincingly. Like they have to win convincingly, and in my opinion, when they go 3-0. these Cowboys fans are going to be talking about Super Bowl, and this is like the stage that happens, guys. Let me tell you guys, for you guys that don't know,
That's every year.
it's every year. So we start off, it's beginning of the season. The Cowboys, they beat up on the horrible teams. Then the fans get delusional and they start saying, we are them boys. And then they go to the playoffs and they choke. And then we're back to the beginning of the season.
The
This
49ers
happens
come in
every single time. Every single time. So, with that being said, Cowboys win convincingly, hopefully.
So I think the Cardinals can go 0-16. Or is it 17?
It's possible. They might
0-17.
They might. Them and the Bears.
Cardinals
and Bears
nobody.
are in the fighting right now for the worst team. Do you agree?
Yeah, but the Bears are gonna win one game.
One game?
At least one game.
Well, last year they only won 3 games, I think. I think they were like 3-14 last year or something stupid like that. The Bears suck, bro. Like they suck.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So.
And they're playing the Chiefs, so we know the Chiefs are gonna win.
Oh
right?
man, we already know, dude. The Bears. No, but this could be like a game, a trap game.
Trap game.
Remember what Indiana did last year to the Chiefs? The Chiefs lost in Indiana last year.
The Bears are not gonna beat the Chiefs.
All right, here we go. Justin Fields is gonna go off. We're gonna rush for 300 yards as a quarterback. Watch. Steelers, Raiders. Steelers, Raiders. Who do you got? 1-1. They're both 1-1.
I got the Steelers. Once again,
That was a dumb question. Why? I don't even know why. I asked.
Raiders, Jets, Bills, same level, same tier teams. So I'm expecting the Steelers to be a little bit
Better than that.
Yeah, better than that. So hopefully that's the case, and they beat the.
You
Raiders.
think Kenny Pickett has a better game now? Versus the Raiders?
It's scary. I don't even want to talk about it. You know, we don't have time to talk about Pickett's. They're just scary.
We got
Sometimes it look like you cannot do the job. Honestly, he looks scared. He looked like lost. Yeah, it looked weird. He looked uncomfortable. I don't know. It was just weird. It was just a weird vibe. And then you see how he can just, I don't know if it's the gloves just making him look weird, but something about it. He doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah.
And then he, out of nowhere, he can just get the ball, throw it like nothing for like 70-some yards.
Yeah.
Because you got
see glimpse.
you got playmakers out there. You got playmakers. You just gotta give them the ball and put them in position. But sometimes he looks like he cannot do that.
Yeah, that's true. He does have playmakers. I got Steelers. I'm pulling for Steelers on this one. I think the Raiders are still deflated from that 38-10 loss to the Bills, and the Steelers come in. The Steelers have a good enough defense, if not better than the Bills, in my opinion. So I think they should be able to handle this one.
We need a quarterback. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't think he's a solution. I can give him maybe 2 more games, but based on what I've seen, and here's the thing, you see the other quarterbacks that we have or that we had.
Okay, I was about to say right now you got Trubisky on the bench.
Right, but the ones that we have and the ones that we had, trash. They have been trash. So it's gonna be
other than the Big Ben, right?
Of course, back in the day, but the last 5 years he sucked.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is it's easy to have Pickett's there because who else do you have? We need somebody else.
Yeah. Would you trade or would you draft?
He's not there because he's good. I don't think that
he's there holding a spot warm for somebody.
Bro,
is that what you think?
We messed up. We need a quarterback. If he proves me wrong, I'm gonna be glad to say that I was wrong. But I think we need a quarterback. He's bad.
Agreed.
And an offensive coordinator, of course, and a head coach as well.
So we both picked Steelers to beat the Raiders.
Yeah,
very good.
Of course.
We got 2 more games here to talk about. We got the rematch from the Super Bowl from 2 years ago. The Rams and the Bengals. Bengals 0-2. Rams are 1-1. What's gonna happen here? Do Bengals get payback, or do Rams give them deja vu?
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
So he's taking Burrow to start 0-3.
Yeah, but no offseason for him, right?
For who?
For Burrow.
I don't think he wasn't hurt, was he?
Yeah, he was hurt.
Not the all off season, was he? He could have been. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know.
He was not healthy the whole time. He was hurt for a few weeks, right?
Cap.
So that's gonna set them back, and that's it. that's all I gotta say.
So really,
they're not ready.
Burrow not being Burrow might not play. So Burrow not being there or not being 100% is going to be the reason the Rams win this game. That's fair. That's a fair argument.
Yeah, Yeah.
right.
Forget the Bengals.
So I'm gonna take the Bengals.
0-3.
I'm gonna take the Bengals because I'm such a Joe Burrow fan over here. So I'm
they're
gonna
not
take the
making
Bengals.
they're not making the playoffs, like I said, like 5 weeks ago.
Right now, you're trending in the correct side right now. Apparently, they're 0-2. So I gotta give that to you. We got the only 2-0 matchup of next week. The only 2-0 and 2-0 matchup. If you look, all these games that we talked about, there's a 0-2, but there's no other 2-0 teams facing off. So we are the only two. So one of us will have to lose. Bucks, Eagles. Obviously, you know I got my boys. We got the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? It's EAGLES. Eagles. We're ready. You feel me? This is. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna show y'all there ain't nothing to worry about. Y'all seen the last 2 games? We were a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get the game planning right. We're gonna come out here. Swift is gonna go crazy. AJ Brown gonna go crazy. Devontae Smith gonna go crazy. Jalen Hurts is gonna go crazy. Who else? Goddard gonna go crazy.
I mean,
you feel me? I
you
think
better beat freaking Bayfield.
their defense still good. I ain't gonna lie. They still have solid pieces on there. But I don't think it's any match for our Eagles offense. Going into a game 3 where we got 10 days off,
right?
We can get everybody healthy. We can game plan and we can get our shit together. I think this game we make a statement in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm picking the Eagles as well. I don't think the Buccaneers are really a great team. The schedule helped them, and this is gonna be their first real test. And I don't think they're ready for this. I know they have Evans, right?
Yeah, they got Evans. That's about it. They got Godwin. I mean, that's all they really got. They don't really have much on offense.
So the
really
Eagles
Evans.
have a lot of good players in a lot of different positions. So
Correct.
They should take care of business. Definitely.
Boom. That's that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got one more topic I want to go over with you before we close this out. But as of right now, I need your top 3 teams in the NFL. With no prep, guys. I didn't tell them about this. This is just on the spot.
All right. So the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Niners.
Chiefs, Eagles, Niners.
Those are my teams.
Even with the Chiefs being 1-1.
Even with the Chiefs being 1-1.
So you're not going to take a 2-0 Cowboys?
No, I'm not going to take them.
So Chiefs, Eagles, Niners. Okay. So for me, it's definitely this was hard. I don't even know why I put you on the spot when I wasn't ready. I gotta put the Dolphins up there. Right now, after 2 weeks of football, I got the Dolphins, I got the Eagles, and I got the Niners with the Cowboys a spot, maybe 2 spots below, just because their offense hasn't proved shit to me. It's been all defense. Yeah, the offense put up 30 points last game, but it really wasn't all like touchdowns. You feel me? So to end it, I feel like they didn't really have a. They were beating on a team that's already. They lost their quarterback. I'm sure they feel deflated. Like, that's my opinion.
Cowboys, they haven't played any real team.
Yeah, they're beating up, and they got Arizona this week, right? So like, what the hell?
Yeah, like I gotta see them playing against a solid team where they feel pressure and see how they respond in that situation.
Agreed.
Eagles, they have a stacked roster, and they have the experience of going deep in the playoffs last year, so that counts a lot, experience.
That's
and
true.
The same thing with the Chiefs. That's why I picked the Chiefs, because, like I said last week, they have top tier players in different positions and top tier coach, and just the experience and the being there.
I'm sorry, I didn't put the Chiefs in there though. I said the Niners.
No, but I'm saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was going down my list because you literally said that my players. I thought you were going down my list.
Because
I was
I'm not picking the Cowboys because of what I'm saying. I'm picking the Eagles because they're being there, and the Chiefs the same thing, and the other team, the Niners, because they stack roster.
Yeah.
And they always go deep into the playoffs, and they looking really good.
Yeah.
So the other teams, the record doesn't really match what I expect that they're going to do.
2-0
and I'm
Ravens.
talking about
2-0 Cowboys.
And I'm talking about the Ravens, and I'm talking about the Dolphins, and I'm talking
2-0
about
Bucks.
And I'm talking about the Bucks and the Cowboys. Those teams, the record doesn't mean that they are that good.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. So.
Agree. No, I'm with you, man. I definitely agree, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us for next episode number 7
Now,
would be.
I want to ask you something real quick about first week.
Yeah.
The Giants look really, really bad, right?
First week, the Giants played the Cowboys. They got the 40 on them.
Right?
They hung a 40.
They get the trash of the week award. Who will win the trash of the week award this week for you? If you have to pick somebody who's going to be the trash of the week for this past week, who was the most trash team?
I gotta say it was the Bears, bro.
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
The Browns. I'm gonna go with the Bears
because the Steelers beat them, though.
Damn, that's
yes. I had to just.
That's like you just dissed your team in the middle of dissing another team.
Yeah, but the Ravens did worse. I mean, the Browns did worse. So
yeah, I mean, I could see where you're coming from for real, but to me, as I'm putting expectations, and I feel like the Bears should be doing a lot more with all those moves they did in the offseason and the additions they got, linebackers and all that. I feel like they should be doing a lot better than they're doing right now. So for me, the trash can team for this week, for week number 2, would be the Bears.
I haven't watched a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Browns and the Steelers, so I'm like, dang,
yeah. So you got the front row seat to that.
yeah. That's why probably little bias there. Yeah, but that's it.
Yes, sir. So, with that being said, guys, next episode we will be recapping this week coming up, which is week number 3's games, and we'll be giving our predictions for week 4, as that seems to be the rotation of what we're going to be doing going forward. Also, while we're sprinkling our own little questions and things like that, and the Steagles Hall of Fame. We're innovating every episode. We're getting better every episode, and we like all the interaction we're getting from the people on Facebook and on YouTube. So we really appreciate that, guys.
Yes,
but with that being said, you guys knows what time it is. This is the Steagles podcast where we talk about
all Steelers,
all Eagles, all NFL. We'll see y'all next week, man, and go Birds.
Go Steelers. Boss.